Hello students, welcome to the next lecture of the Boolean algebra. We were discussing the K-maps here. In the previous lecture we had seen the K-maps of 2 and 3 variables. Today we will discuss the K-maps of 4 variables. So as from the formula, with the 4 variable K-map, we will have 2 to the power 4 squares, that is 16 squares in our K-map. Now let us see how we can label the K-map. For the labeling, we will have this type of structure where we can mention the A and B on this side and C and D onto the vertical side. The labeling will be done in the form of 0 and 0, that is A naught B naught, 0 and 1, this is A naught B, then we write B A naught, and lastly A and B. In the vertical form, we write C naught D naught first, then C naught D, then C D naught, and lastly C D. And in this way we can combine in the first cell, this is A naught B naught C naught D naught. In the second cell, this is A naught B C naught D naught, and so on. So this is how we can create the K-map. These are the labels of the K-map. You can see the labels of the K-map from this. From the Boolean expression, where the expressions are available, the terms which are available, we will mention a 1 into that particular square, and if that term is not available, we will mention a 0 into that particular square. So let's see. For example, here we can see this is a K-map where we can see there are some 1s and there are some 0s. So we will put 1 only on those squares for which the Boolean term is present into the Boolean expression, and on the other squares we will simply mention 0. If we talk about looping, so into this 16 squares K-map, we have the octet, we have the quad. Octet is that combines 8 ones together. So we can see here this is an example of an octet. So this is one octet with 8 ones, adjacent ones. The other example you can see, this is the vertical octet with 8 ones. The octet can also be formed in this way by performing the looping. So this is also an octet. Similarly, this is also an octet. So these are the way we can form the octets into the K-map with 4 variables. We will see. So using Karnaugh K-map, simplify the following Boolean expressions. So we see that x is being given as a dash b dash c and d, a dash b dash c d dash, and so on. So we can form the K-map and we will mention the values. So let's see what are the values in this case. A dash b dash c and d. So first is a dash b dash c and d. So this is a dash b dash c and d. The next is a dash b dash c and d dash. So this is a dash b dash c and d dash. The next expression was a b dash c dash and d dash. So this is a b dash c dash and d dash, and the last term into the Boolean expression was this is a b dash c d dash, right? A b dash c d dash. So these are the ones, and on the other places we will simply mention 0. So we will start with the forming pairs, then we can form the quad and octet. Obviously we will try to form the largest group first, that is we will try to form the octet, then we will try to form the quad, after that pair, and then we will use singletons. So let's see the way how we can simplify the rules of simplification of K-map, the complete simplification process. Let's talk about the simplification. Okay, step 1, construct the K-map and place ones in those squares corresponding to the min-term present in the expression and zeros in other squares. So we construct the K-map and we'll mark ones and zeros. Ones on the places where boolean expressions available, boolean terms are available, and zero for which the boolean expressions are not present into the boolean expression. Find out the squares containing ones which cannot be grouped with any other square, and write the min terms corresponding to those squares. So we'll start with those ones which cannot be grouped with any other ones. So they will form singletons, and we'll mention those min terms according to those squares. Now look for those squares containing ones which are adjacent to only one square containing two, uh, the min term corresponding to these squares. That will bring the duals for us, and we'll use the corresponding terms, simplified corresponding terms. So first we'll find all singletons, then we'll find all duals. Remember, we will find a dual for which quad or octant is not possible. So we'll not take those ones which can be involved into quad. We'll take only those ones which cannot be involved into any quad or into any octet. The next step is loop any octet, even it contains some ones which have already been looped, and write the expression. And then the last step, loop any quad that contains one or more ones which have not been looped, making sure that the use of minimum number of loops. So first we'll find all singletons, then we'll make all duals which do not take part in any quad or octet. Then we'll find the looping of the octets, that means we'll create the octets, and then we'll create the quads. So these are the simplified rules, and using these rules we can create the K-map. Now let's see an example. Use K-map to simplify the Boolean expression. So this is the Boolean expression is given: a dash b dash c dash d dash plus a b dash c dash d dash, and so on. This is a very large Boolean expression. So let's create the Boolean K-map for this. So we'll use step by step. First we'll create the K-map. Creating the K-map means forming this square with mentioning the values, mentioning the variables. So we'll form this K-map. After that we'll specify ones in all squares for which the terms are available into the expression. For example, let's go back and see. The first term was a dash b dash c dash and d dash. So this is the first term, a dash b dash c dash and d dash. So into the K-map we will mark a 1 onto the square. So this is a dash b dash c dash d dash and c dash and d dash. So this is the square which will represent that expression term. So we'll mention a 1 here. Let's see for another term. The another term is a b dash c dash d dash. So let's see a b dash c dash and d dash. So this is this is not a b dash, this is a b dash, and then we have a c dash and d dash. So c dash and d dash is this. So the connecting cell is this. So here we will mention a 1. So in this way we will mention all the ones. So this was our next step, and once we have done with all the steps, we'll start with forming loops. So we'll try to find out the singles first. So if you can see, none of the one is making a singleton, because every one can be included either in a quad or octet or a dual. So the first step, the singleton is not here. Next we'll find the ones which are involved only in a pair, only in a dual. So we have this as a dual. Okay, let's understand why we have not included this one into any dual. We could have used this and this to form a dual, because these two ones can be included into a quad. So yes, this is a quad, all fours together combining making a quad. So just because these are involving into a quad, we will not make any dual or pair with these. Similarly, why we have not formed a dual using these two ones? Just because they can be involved into the octant, that is why we have not formed any dual with this. So we'll form a dual whenever those ones are not involving into any other octet or quad. So the next step, finding out the quad. So yes, this is a quad, 4 corners will give you a quad, and we do not have any other quad. Why we are not forming a quad using these 4 ones? Right, because these fours are already involving into some octant, so we will not form quad with these, so we will simply use this quad. And lastly, the octant. So these 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 are making octant. So this is how we have created the looping. So we have one dual, one pair, one quad and one octet. So now we can simply write the expression for this K-map. So the simplified expression is this simplified B C plus B dash D dash. So let's see, let's talk about this simplification also. Okay, right, C. So where from we'll get this C? If we'll take this, let's talk about, if we'll take this dual, right? So if this dual we'll take, so in the column we have 0 and 1, that indicates A dash B. So this is A dash B, and from this we will take the value which is similar on both the sides, so that is D. So from here we will take D. So this is A B dash D, A dash B D, sorry, this is A dash B and D. So this is the expression term from a dual. This is A dash B and D. Now let's consider the quad. So if we'll take the quad, so from this, let's take the quad. From these two, the common term is obviously B dash, right? And from these 1 and 2, in the vertical sense, in the horizontal sense we have B dash, and in the vertical sense we have D dash. So the expression is, term is B dash D dash. Now let's talk about the octant. If we'll talk about the octant, so horizontal sense we have no variable because all the 4 are coming inside, and into the vertical sense we'll need to take the common value which is C. So we have this C, we have this C. So summing up all the values, we have this simplified Boolean expression from the K-map. I hope you have understood this solution, and you can play back the video, you can pause the video, and for any queries how to form this K-map, you need to exercise more and more, you have to practice more and more, take more examples, try to form the K-maps, and for any confusion feel free to ask me and clear your doubts. That's it for the day. Thank you so much.